So if you don't put the work in the beginning, you gonna struggle. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna we like to be blunt over here. You gonna fail. You will literally fail the nursing school program. You're gonna get kicked out the program. You're not gonna be able to re-enter. Your mindset is gonna be of a failing mentality. Your willingness to complete the program is not gonna be there. You're gonna burn out. You're not gonna want to do it. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be complaining, and you're gonna be like, you know what? You're just gonna flat out give up. Do you really want to be in that situation?
You're welcome, you're welcome. Here's another glimpse in the life of Mr. Seldom. On a mission to heaven so he can tell me well done. He got all my secrets, he promised he never tell none. You're welcome, there's no other feeling like it.
What's up, everyone? Before we continue, I think there's some things that I do want to clear up really quickly. So going forward, there's some things I'm working on currently right now in terms of branding. I think branding is super important in terms of networking, connecting with other people, as well as things in relation to merchandise, sponsorships, you name it. So going forward, what I did was I removed the underscore portion of the name, so it's just Jamal Haki instead of Jamal _Haki. And I think I just want to clear that up really quickly. So going forward, we now going to be able to introduce what is now the Jamal Haki brand instead of Jamal _Haki brand. I want to be able to introduce a new intro / slogan for new viewers and current viewers as well. So what's up, everyone? It's Jamal Haki, dedicated on helping individuals unlock the will to conquer imagination. I'm a huge proponent for the phrase that I've coined: the quality questions that you ask leads to quality answers, which then leads to quality results. And if you truly believe in self, as well as the content being posted on this channel, then we can indeed turn the you that is you into something that's more valuable. So be sure to leave a like or dislike. Either is fine. Just let me know how you feel about the video. Be sure to leave a comment down below to share your thoughts. And if you really want to help the channel grow, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell to be notified for other future content to come. And on top of that, share the video to friends, family, and people you want to see win in life. So today we got another nursing school related discussion. As you see in the title below, how to succeed and conquer nursing school. Now, this is super important for the title of this video and the purpose as to why I named it this. Now, I have 5 total videos on this. How I survived my first quarter nurse school. Perfect. How I survived my second quarter nurse school. Perfect. The 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. It didn't really make much sense for me to put how I survived my 6th quarter nursing school or how I survived my final quarter nursing school, because I want to make a video that encapsulate the fullness of the journey. I wanted to make a video for people to watch, for them to be like, I like that. I like what he's saying in the video, and I want to take that and run with it and be able to grow within my nursing journey, right? I didn't want to make something where it was like how I survived my last quarter. It wasn't really much to survive.
I beg your pardon?
It was what it was. I took my exit exam, passed it on my first attempt. Perfect. Studied, reviewed, practiced questions, you name it. Did my practicum placement. It wasn't much to it to really discuss other than just those like minute things, you get me? So what I chose to do with this video, and reason why this will be one of the best nursing videos on YouTube, mainly because it's me speaking on it, but for the other reason, I have 3 main topics that I want to touch on that's going to help each and every individual watching this video how to succeed and conquer nursing school. Again, the will to conquer imagination. That's the brand that we have going on over here. And if you truly believe, then you truly know that you are the one that will conquer nursing school. So let's go ahead and get into the video really quickly. So for my first topic and main point, and if you see me like turn my head and look over, it's because I have like my whole video outlined. I like doing that, especially when it comes to discussions like this. You need to have a direction of where you're going with your video. So the first topic and main point that I want to touch on in terms of how to succeed and conquer nursing school. The first one is understand that difficulty of nursing school is only relative to you, not other people, not me, not your teacher, not your favorite nursing YouTuber. It's literally only relative to you. So, Jamal, what exactly do you mean by that, right?
What do you mean by that?
So, what I mean by that is just because someone says nursing school is hard doesn't mean that it's hard. Just the same as if someone says that nursing school is easy, it doesn't mean that it's easy. And this is important because the moment your expectations for nursing school starts to mimic someone else's standards, you will then start to lose touch of reality, like your reality, right? Case in point, you're watching your favorite nursing YouTuber, and that YouTuber is explaining their path in terms of nursing school, how difficult nursing school was for them. They're talking about the fact that they have 2 or 3 kids. They're talking about the fact that they have to have 2 jobs, or the fact that they're a single mother. I'm saying these things because majority of people that are in nursing school are women, not men. But for men that are in nursing school as well, I don't want to just purely just isolate and talk to women. Same thing. You could be a single father. You can have 2 jobs as well as a man. It's still possible. But all I'm saying is there are people that'll watch these stories and listen to these stories and think to themselves like, damn, nursing school must be really hard.
Nope.
And I'm not trying to say nursing school is easy either. I'm simply just trying to say don't base your expectations off another person's path and road, because it's going to skew your thinking when you are actually in nursing school. You're going to be basing certain things off what you heard versus like what you're actually currently going through that is rooted in reality. So to help better understand hard and easy, I like to use analogies. The analogy that we're going to use today is video games. Now, if you never played video games, it's still going to be easy to understand the analogy I'm about to use, right? So, when it comes to a video game, look at it like this. Mindset for nursing school, in terms of the analogy I'm about to use in video games, right? The mindset equals completion of the video game regardless of obstacles that are in front of you. So anytime someone's playing a video game, the number one goal of it is to win, is to beat the video game, correct? So that means mindset, right, equals completion of video game regardless of obstacles or outcome, right? Well, not outcome, regardless of obstacles. Got to make sure I get the correct O word. When understanding the mindset, next, we're going to break down easy. Easy, right? When you're playing a game on easy mode, that means that it is easier to navigate through the missions. It's easier to navigate through the obstacles. That doesn't mean that there are no obstacles there. It just means that it's easier to navigate through it. It's just the same as with hard. You're playing something on hard or going through something that you deem as hard, right? That means that it is harder to navigate through the obstacles. But at the end of the day, as long as the mindset is still there, it means that it's still possible to go through the obstacles. Not impossible, but possible. And that's what I'm trying to get people to wrap their heads around. Rather something is easy or difficult, easy or hard, keep this in mind. Something can literally be hard, but it is fully possible for someone to navigate through based off the mindset that they have to be able to complete the task.
Perfect.
And then vice versa. Something can literally be easy. When I say easy, I meant like 2 + 2 = 4 easy. But if someone doesn't have the mindset to go through the very thing that they're doing, they will not do it. They will not complete it. And that's an important thing to keep in mind. The most important thing with the completion of something is the mindset behind it.
Perfect.
So that's why I wanted to kind of better break down easy and hard. And the whole thing with this first topic point being difficulty of nursing school is only relative to you. Does that make sense?
Of course, of course.
The second point to get into in terms of how to succeed and conquer nursing school is you get out what you put in, right? It sounds pretty simple. let's actually explain what exactly does that mean, right? Meaning that the effort and the hard work that you put into nursing school, right, will, in my opinion, which again, it may be an opinion, but I'm gonna be honest, I think this is facts, right? So will, in my opinion, propel you to becoming a better version of yourself as well as a better nurse. Let's clean that up a little bit, right? So the more effort and the more work you put in them books, right? Into learning, into listening, into note taking, right? It will propel you into becoming a better version of yourself as well as becoming a better nurse. Let's go a little bit deeper in terms of the how part, right? We understand the why you want to put in that effort, right? But how do you do it? Number one, you start early. Start early. There's two ways that you can start early, right? Listen to me. Especially for people who are listening to this video before you start nursing school, listen to me. You start the work early. You start before you enter nursing school.
You think I'm playing?
For me personally, let's use a personal experience. For my nursing school program, I had to take anatomy and physiology, right? I had prereqs to do before I actually got into the nursing school program. Reason why this is important because it shaped and warped my mind and prepared me for what's to come. It doesn't mean that you're tackling and doing anatomy and physiology throughout the nursing school program, but in terms of the workload, in terms of just putting myself in the mindset of dealing with the body, the inner workings of the body, anatomy and physiology, right? I never even had an anatomy and physiology course, but just off of taking that course alone, including microbiology, these things help prepare my mind for what's to come when entering and being accepted to the nursing school program I was in, right? So you start early, meaning you start getting yourself in the mindset of being in nursing school before you actually are accepted for the nursing school program that you're in.
Oh, is that so?
Another way of starting early is having a much clearer and better understanding for the topics that are covered earlier on in the nursing program. Case in point, right? So the topics that are covered, again, from my perspective and from what I know from other programs, the topics that are covered in like the earlier portion of a nursing program are typically generally easier.
Barely.
But, right, it may be hard initially, right? You're still a novice. You're a noob. You're new to this stuff, right? You're a new nursing student. You're not like a veteran. You haven't been down the ropes, right? Rather, your nursing program is an accelerator program, or it's 2 years, 4 years, you name it, however long it took you, right? Earlier on, you're new. You're new to the material. You're new to learning. But it's technically easier if you look at it from the grand scheme of things if you've actually completed it. Again, in my opinion, from my perspective, right? So when you start the work early, how it looks like is you're putting in your all in the beginning. You're absorbing all the information. You're learning everything. You're asking as much questions as possible, right? The quality of questions leads to quality answers, which then leads to quality results. And if you want quality results, you got to put the work in the beginning. So if you don't put the work in the beginning, you're going to struggle. Matter of fact, we like to be blunt over here. You're going to fail. You will literally fail the nursing school program. You're going to get kicked out the program. You're not going to be able to re-enter. Your mindset is going to be of a failing mentality. Your willingness to complete the program is not going to be there. You're going to burn out. You're not going to want to do it. You're going to be mad. You're going to be complaining. And you're going to be like, you know what? You're just going to flat out give up. Do you really want to be in that situation? I don't think you really want to be in that situation. So listen to me. Seriously, come closer. I don't think you're close enough. Come a little bit closer. I want you to be able to smell my breath when I'm saying this, right?
Perfect.
You have to put the work in early. If you're currently listening to this and you're in nursing school and you're like in the earlier portion and you're like skating by, like barely skating by. I'm talking about you getting like C's, right? And, you know, you got your friend next to you and like, you know what? C's get degrees. Like, don't listen to people like that. That's a loser mindset.
Stupid.
That's a loser mentality. If you're saying C's get degrees, you're fine with barely passing nursing school. You're fine with barely retaining the information that you're learning. I don't think that's something that's good to be, you know, to hang your hat on.
Nope.
I don't think that's good to tell your people's like, yeah, you know, I got through nursing school. I got through the BS. Now it's time to add an end to it. I don't like phrases like that. What's the BS part? There's nothing BS about what you're learning.
Nope.
You're learning how to care for people. You're learning how to care for yourself, really. You're learning how to help save a life, help prevent somebody from dying, right? That stuff is super important. So you put the work in early. You do that stuff early because when you do, when you get to the harder stuff later, it becomes easier to do. Does that make sense what I'm saying? It literally becomes easier to navigate through the material later in life when you're getting to like adult health 2 and 3. You're getting deeper into the body and structures, and you're talking about end-stage renal failure and things of that nature. And you really understand from even just, based off this electrolyte imbalance, I can tell that it's a problem with this function within the body. You may not be able to understand that earlier on, but with understanding that information sooner, when you get to that information later, it becomes easier. So that's what I mean by starting the work early. Oh! And the very last point that we want to touch on to kind of cap this all off, and really, this may be the shortest portion, but I'm going to be honest with you, this is the most important point. Have a strong why as to why you want to become a nurse, right? That's super important. Sounds pretty simple, right? You need to have a strong why as to why you want to become a nurse. I'm gonna be real with you. Like me, I dabbled in business. I read business books, just life in general. I watch entrepreneurs. I watch business owners. I listen to these people. And the thing that's common about people who succeed versus people who don't succeed is the people that succeed, they have a why. So regardless of business or whatever you want to do, you have to have a why. So case in point, I like to use examples. Let's use me as an example. My why for why I decided to enter nursing school or even complete it, or how I was able to succeed and conquer nursing school without burnout, right? My why. My why is to learn, implement, and integrate the knowledge obtained towards mental health and personal development in the hopes to better serve a population of people that are constantly overlooked and underserved. That is my why. And my second why, right, is fine having multiple whys. My second why is taking advantage of a career field that provides adequate time and income to support my dream of becoming a motivational speaker, right? Again, adequate time. You work 3 days and 4 days off. That's pretty good. There's not too many career fields that allow for time like that. I'm not a 9-to-5 guy. And I know that me working as a nurse in terms of inpatient, at least inpatient, or bedside inpatient. When I say inpatient, a lot of that comes from me. Again, I'm going the mental health route, so bear with me. So bedside nurse, not me. Not a long time, not many years that I'm putting into it. Because me as an entrepreneur mindset, there's not too much time I'm dabbling with that. So understand that those are my whys in terms of why I'm doing what I'm doing. But what is yours? Ask yourself. Like, literally, if you have to pause the video to literally ponder or think what your why is, please do. If you're questioning why you want to be a nurse, leave some in the comment section. Hit me up. There are people such as myself that can help you be able to generate your why as to why you want to be a nurse. If you're questioning even doing this career field, I really want you to be in a situation where you're putting yourself in a favorable position. Set yourself up to win. Put yourself in a position to win. Because by not putting yourself in a position to win, you're ultimately going to fail, whether you do that earlier on or you do that later on. But I'm trying to put you in a position so you don't waste your time. So when you're going down later in your pathing, you're able to succeed. Again, how to succeed and conquer nursing school. Because by doing this first, you're able to succeed in other things in life. Oh! That's pretty much it for the video. Make sure you, like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to help the channel grow, share the video, do all those things. Again, this is a channel dedicated on helping individuals unlock the will to conquer imagination. Your imagination holds a lot of things in terms of your goals and dreams, admirations, and things that make you who you are. And if you truly believe in yourself and believe in the content being posted here, then we can indeed help turn you, that's you, to a more valuable you. Right, a more valuable person, making you more valuable. That's what we're going to do over here. And just stay tuned for more content. And that's it for the video. There's no Jamal _Haki, right? It's just Jamal Haki. So again, without further ado, peace out.
It's the act of God. I used to act the fool, but now I act in movies. Actually, I'm just making moves. We still making music. Tell you about my past to secure my future. I'm all in my bag. Flow like a computer. That's a humble brag.